The state legislature not in session today due to the federal holiday, but there are lots of things happening that you should be aware of this week. 10 News anchor John Becker spoke with Tennessee Speaker of the House Cameron Sexton on what he thinks are key conversations coming up.
We're back with Speaker Cameron Sexton of Knoxville to look ahead at the week in the legislature. Mr. Speaker, let's talk about the three things that stand out to you and whether number one is broadband.
Yeah, the federal government through the BEAD program is about ready to send anywhere from $700 million to $1 billion into the state of Tennessee to help us finish broadband. We want to make sure that we have fiber to the home. We're just trying to set up a policy or a statute that has been policy by the department and make sure that we put it in statute to make sure when we do get that money that we are able to deliver it and do what we need to, and everybody's on the same page. So we're hopeful to get that passed.
What else are you watching this week in the legislature?
Well, I mean, the trigger bill obviously is up, so we're going to be watching that. You also have some legislation dealing with insurance and teen care. Then we have education. We're looking at some charter school legislation that would set up new forms of charter school, interstate for alternative schools, for boarding school that would be charter, and for homeschoolers that would be charter. So we're trying to look at different things to try to allow parents to have choice in education.
And do you see that expanding beyond where it is right now in the state? I know we have a lot of charter schools in parts of the state and not as many in others.
Well, somewhat, but what I will say is the normal charter schools are, by definition, have to go where there's a failing school. If you look at boarding schools, a charter school, there's been some states that have done that. Those would go into areas that have at-risk students, so they would be well-defined. The alternative charter schools would be for students who are disciplinary and they're in the alternative school in high school. There's a program in San Jose that's been very successful that we're looking at. And then obviously homeschoolers are not in the public education realm. And so having a homeschool that will allow parents maybe to create a hybrid plan, I think would be beneficial. So it wouldn't be what normally the LEAs would go after. It would be something different.
The final thing you're watching this weekend that the public should be aware of happening in the legislature.
Yeah, so we've continued to talk to the governor about the budget and about higher education. This year in the budget, there were requests for $30 million to help build a new business school at UT Chattanooga. University of Tennessee is needing about $120 million for a new chemistry lab to keep us up and growing and keep us to the standards that we're used to in academics. So I think you'll see in finance and budget hearings is talking about how we can fund some of those initiatives to keep higher education moving in the right direction for academic and giving them the buildings and resources they need to recruit talented students, but also compete with other universities.
Mr. Speaker, we appreciate the time, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.